Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Life in the Woods Renaissance. I've expanded this little temporary area here, added a few other things, which I'll describe in detail in a bit. Um, I've got some pallets going on, I've got the bamboo going on over here, and I got some pine saplings I've been growing, some willow saplings, as well as a little farm of oak saplings over there. And the sugarcane is growing rather well. Crickets are being crickets. They're still here. And the honeybee is doing its thing. So, let's see here. Just obviously have some furnaces going on, moved them around. I moved a bunch of things around. I just did some off-screen grinding, basically. As you can see, got a bunch of sand to make some glass. Moved a bunch of stuff around. Decided on some pallets. I set up the pressers here, but I haven't actually used them yet. Expanded this tiny little area so that I could get some potatoes so that I could make some wheat. Wheat? Did I say wheat? Flour. So I could get some flour. Yeah. Did a lot, but like also at the same time didn't do very much. But right now what I want to do, I'm going to put the auto crafting table there. And what I want to make is a sink. Because I want to put a sink right there so I don't have to have an infinite water source. But it basically is an infinite water source. So let's see here. We have the water barrel, the stone basin, the clay jug, and the brick well. What's the difference? So that one requires 3 bricks and 6 iron. This one's 3 clay and 6 iron. This one's probably the one I'll use. 3 stone and 6 iron. I think that, either that one or this one. I'll make this one because it's probably easier. And I think it might look better with the build that we're going to be having soon. Let's see, so 3 of those. And all of my iron has been refined, so it's kind of a waste, but also it doesn't really matter because I refined all my iron. So here we go. 3 of those, and 6 of those makes a water barrel. It's apparently refined, although I don't think that does anything. But yeah, now that we have this water barrel, what we can actually do is just like so, and that'll fill all of our water buckets, so that we can use this to make our fresh water. So there we go. We've got this little tiny setup going on here. That makes my life a bit more easier. I do need to make some more sandwiches, which is why I have all this stuff out. But I also wanted to get some soy made and see about possibly using that to make something else interesting. But I'm going to do that off camera in just a second. I wanted to just make the sink on camera, so I waited. I waited for you guys. But basically, I started making a palette. And a palette, I think I did it before, but it's basically just a bunch of like the blocks that I think I want to use. And I made this palette, which it's very like kind of green. It's got the andesite and the chiseled andesite and like this really cool grid glass and willow leaves and stuff. And I really like this palette, but I think it's not, I don't think it suits this area. I think it's too yellow green. But this looks like a really nice palette for in the bayou. So I think this might be what I use in the bayou for the bayou build later on. So instead, I worked on a different palette, and I think this is what I'm going to use for this build area here. We've got the gray whack, we've got the basalt, we've got the ivy, which is going a little crazy here. If you could just stay where I told you, that'd be great. And then we have the pine wood, which as you can see grows naturally in this area. All these different blocks and stuff I've picked are basically natural to this area, except for this block of malachite and this block of peridot. Those are both things I got out of that pirate treasure, and I thought would be interesting accent pieces. But yeah, so we've got the pine wood, the pine leaves, the pine posts and fences, and then these little kind of, what are these, like hedge bush things, kind of like box hedge bushes, which came out of the lush swamp over here. I think those will go really well. And then some wrought iron fences, probably some wrought iron, what are those things called? Lattice, probably some wrought iron lattice as well. And then, like I said, the basalt bricks, and what the heck, man? And then this bubble glass, but I really like this color color scheme and then the textures as well. So this is going to be my basic palette. I might change, you know, a few things as we go along. I might swap in some marble or something like that, but we'll see. I kind of wanted to stick to at least some items that were natural to the area. Both of these types of stone, actually, like there's some greywacke right there and some basalt right there. So like I wanted to stick to stone that was natural to the area and wood that was natural to the area, and just kind of fit in with the theme and the color. And I think this is really gonna look nice. So I haven't actually started building yet, obviously, but we've got our color scheme picked out, we've got our blocks picked out, and I have a good number of the blocks that I need. I got a bunch of greywacke, got a bit of the pine. I'm gonna need more basalt. I've got a bunch of the pine leaves and, you know, a bunch of these shrubs. But oh, and I did get a bunch of oak. I've been just going crazy on the oak saplings to use for things like carpenter's blocks and stuff. So doing pretty okay, and I'm just really happy with, like, that's the thing, is when I make these little palettes to decide on what I'm going to use in a build, I know that I've done a good job because I sit there and I just stare at it and I'm like, man, I really like this. This looks really nice. I really like this. And I don't actually get to building. I'm just like, man, I really like this palette. This is nice. I like this. These all look nice together. So yeah, I really like this. I also really like this one, but it just doesn't fit as well. These greens don't really fit well with this, and I really like the way that this little bit of yellowy green you can see in the andesite goes well with this willow. So, and then I like this red of the silver vein creeper and how that contrasts. I probably have another kind of possible red or brown contrast block to go in here as well, but oh god, I really do like this too. So I'm really excited because now I'm like, man, I want to build this, but in the bayou. So yeah, I'll stop flailing my buckets around at some point. Wow. All right, I'm gonna make some grilled cheese sandwiches. And then I think we're going to go get some basalt, and then maybe, or no, should I get the basalt or should I just start building? Maybe we'll start building, but I'll be right back. There we go. Got the grilled cheese for the next little while. I also sat and grinded away at getting some water, and I got 2 stacks of fresh water. So in the time that it took 8 bread to cook twice in both of these furnaces, I got 2 stacks of 64, so not half bad. We are going to sleep through the night. Obviously, don't want any creepy crawlies bugging us while we're doing the building. But yeah, now we're set for food for now. And I made some extra dough while I was at it. I didn't make any salt because I can always transfer fresh water into salt, but I can't turn salt back into fresh water, so figured I'd just do that. And yeah, so I've got all this glass. We'll put that out here. Make sure we don't have anybody ready to jump on our faces. No? Nobody? Okay, we're good. I'm just going to put the glass in there for now. I'm holding onto the sand to actually cut down trees. Just makes my life a lot easier. But before we get into that, I am going to see about getting some soybeans. Yeah, soybeans. Okay, so that's good. I wanted to make sure that I got the soybeans sorted. Specifically on camera, I guess I should say. So got eggplant. Beans are good too. Bell pepper, peas, okra. Just chuck the beans in there. And we'll put the soybeans there. And I do have quite a bit of compost. So let's make some soybeans. And do that. Thing. Oh, no, don't eat them. Alright, so if we put the soybeans in here, that'll transfer it into soy milk. It'll go through the hopper into the second presser, and then it'll turn the soy milk into silky tofu? What's it called? Tofu. Yeah, silken tofu. And then if you put the silken tofu back into the presser, it'll turn it into firm tofu. So yeah, there's nothing in there. There we go. Soy milk turning into silicon tofu. I would need another hopper to be able to complete the system. You need 3 pressers to just fully process soybeans. There we go. But now we have all those soybeans, and then we're going to have some silicon tofu, and we can turn the silicon tofu into firm tofu. And that is our meat. Oh, okay. Meat replacement, which can be used for a whole bunch of really cool recipes. Okay, can you... What? Oh, there we go. It's just because the blocks are actually... There we go. They're actually bigger than they look. Thank you. I will take those back. So, no more creepy crawlies. Alright. That poor sheep up there. There's actually... Oh, I'm gonna show you guys that too, I think. I think I'll show you that before. I really want to build, but at the same time, it's really intimidating to start building. So I keep procrastinating. But we're going to procrastinate just a teensy bit longer. I'm going to show you what I found when I was off camera. What's the best way to do this? I don't actually know from this direction if there is a good way, or if I should go the way I went, which was a completely different way. Yeah, might need to go the other way. Let's peek around this corner here. Yeah, no, this is not gonna work this way, but this looks like a nice way to get up, actually. Possibly, maybe. We'll see. But basically, the gist of it is, I saw something fantastically amazing. I'm gonna go up this way. When I was trying to get a pine sapling. Hey dude, are you gonna be a jerk? Or are you gonna let me kill you nice and easy? Ow. One shot, no bones. You, sir, are a jerk. But at least you died easily. That's something, I guess. Hiya! So we're gonna hop our way around here. Dang it. Dang it. Maybe not so efficient. It's a good thing we made food, because we're gonna need it. Okay, here we go. Here's a nice spot. Hiya! Alright. Let's do it. I don't want to, like, ruin the landscapes. I don't want to leave, like, just frickin' cobblestone pillars everywhere. But I don't mind doing a little zigzag jumping. There we go. There we go. At least getting down is a lot easier. If somewhat dangerous. Yeah, so I was up here and I was looking around for a pine tree I could cut down that wouldn't, you know, do anything bad to the landscape. And actually, there's something else I can show you too. When I was looking around, I discovered that back here, there's actually a bunch of rivers running between all of these mountains here, and it looks really, really nice. Look at that. So these little rivers and little mountain ranges. It's really cool. But what I found was up here. And I thought it was pretty fantastic. I might actually have to do another build just for this because it's really cool. But yeah, I was just looking around, trying to find a nice tree to cut down without ruining anything. And then of course also looking for high ground so I could see what I could see, basically. See what everything looked like around us and kind of check out the build location from above. And as I was hopping up here, I discovered this, which is, as you can see, that's that little lower area we saw from the valley. That's the valley below, down there. And there's just like this really cool, like kind of grotto, like, I don't know, it's just really interesting little area hidden in the mountains, just tucked in there. And it's really awesome. So I might have to do like a monastery or something build up here. But yeah, it's just right around, like even if I mark it on the map, it would literally look like I was marking it on the build because our build is going to be right there. And there's the bamboo and the little railway. There's the sheep that looks like it's always falling off. The sugar cane and the trees have been growing. So we're right down there. And right around the corner, there's this little hidden area that's really cool. So, like I said, I'm probably going to end up making like some kind of monastery or like hidden temple kind of thing. But for now, we're just going to go back down here the slow and steady way because I don't want to die. That's not slow and steady. That's not slow and steady either. Is this slow and steady? Yeah, it is. This is totally fine. Ow. Just a little bit broken ankles. It's fine. Oh, yeah. And there's this little cavern up here, too, which I peeked in, but I didn't go very far. I just kind of lit up the entrance so nothing would crawl out and fall on me in the middle of the day. There was another cave system over that way, which is where I found a lot of the stone I needed. But it didn't actually have the greywacke or the basalt. That I had to go to. Actually, I think I have it on my map. It's not far off. There we go. Just on the other side, basically, of this clearing. Clearing? Forest. In the side of the hill, there's a little cavern there, and I found a whole bunch of greywacke and a bunch of basalt. So, starting to fill in the map quite a bit. But I want to go back to these ominous woods at some point in the very near future, and I want to go kill an enderman because I need to do that for the enchantment table upgrade, and that is super, super, super important. I really need one, especially because I'm level 30 now. It's just something that I need in my life. So let's knock all these down. Been doing really good on keeping up with this compost production. It may seem, well, I mean, it is incredibly overpowered, but at the same time, I'm basically just doing this instead of like making a skeleton spawner grinder. It's kind of similar in that way. Definitely a lot less work, but same kind of just a tedious task that needs to be done and gets you what you need. And that is not actually a sacred oak sapling. It just looks like one. I don't know why it does this sometimes. But see, it looks like a sacred oak and it says it's a sacred oak, but if you break it, it's a pine sapling. It's just messing with you. It's okay. Because if that was a sacred oak sapling, then you should be worried because that is scary. There you go. Oh, so let's just grab some of this compost. May as well. Put it in here. And dang it, we're already back to sleeping again. All right, I'm gonna sleep, and I'm gonna possibly like figure out where the skeleton bare bones of this build is gonna be, and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, so I kind of like the idea of something that's relatively low, like not crazy up in the sky, relatively low, but possibly anchored to the mountains or slightly raised up. Specifically with the idea that you could like ride underneath of it, or like same thing, like it's not in the way of moving things from one side to the other, but it gives you a good viewpoint of both and is still low to the ground and everything like that. So I'm thinking maybe something like this. I don't know if I want to use, I might just use basalt bricks, but I don't actually have enough right now to use just those. Do I have any dirt in here? No. Usually I have dirt in there that I can put in a stack, but I might need to go get some more basalt. Well, I mean, I definitely will, but I might have to do it right now. I'm thinking using like the greywacke as the floor, and then possibly using the pine wood for more structural things. But still not entirely sure. I'm thinking like the darker color in the bottom and then kind of the lighter color in the wood on the top. or maybe the wood and then the lighter color, something like that. Let's see here. If I just use, like, see, that's the gray wax color, which I don't know if I want to have externally or just internally. Mostly because, like, I can't make bricks of it. I can't chisel it. The only thing I can have is the stairs, the slabs, and the walls. Which, hi, hello. It's a really lovely color, but I think it's better used internally. And then having the pine and the gray, the basalt kind of be more textural elsewhere. So I think what we're gonna need to do is go get some more basalt, which is easy enough. Do I have any? I do have more iron on me, so we can just do that right now. We'll just, oh, should have probably used the axe that was on my bar. Yeah, I'm thinking position-wise, I'm thinking possibly right here and possibly at that height. But we're going to play around with that a bit more as we go along. Nice to see the sugar cane is growing well. Not sure if this is... Yeah, this is still technically plains. Not sure if it would actually grow better if I put it inside the swamp here or what, but yeah, the cavern that I used to get the basalt and the grey wax is just over this way. I did mark it on my map just in case, mostly because when I leave this area, I might not exactly recall where it goes or where it was as easily. It is just kind of up a hill over here, I think. That's not there. Might just be... Cow, don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, let's see. Let's look. Yeah, it should just be here. Where is it? Stop! It's somewhere around here. It's another garden. I feel like it was just up this way. Is it not? Is it up here? Maybe it was around the corner? I know I didn't actually dig in myself. It was already like a cavern there. Maybe I should have marked it a little bit better. Maybe it's around the corner. It's around one of these corners. Just hop back down again. Hello, tree cow. I don't think it was this way, although that looks like a good possibility. Maybe it was this way. If not, it looks like I can get a bunch of basalt over this way anyways. That looks cool up there. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, this is not the way. But there's definitely basalt here, so that's good enough for me. Ooh, maybe this is it. Yeah, here we go. This is not the way, she says, and then it actually is. So, what can you do? It's fine, we found our way. We found what we needed. There's more andesite as well. So I'm just going to harvest up a bunch of this. And then I'm going to head back and see what we can do with it. Alright, so I've placed a few more bricks of basalt up here. Went and farmed a whole bunch more basalt, and I've got a couple, not a couple stacks, but yeah, like a stack and a half right here of bricks, and then I've got some more of just the plain stone in the chest over there, and there's some more smelting also back there. But I made some wrought iron lattice, and I think I'm going to make some wrought iron chains. So I turned the other wrought iron ingots that I had into nuggets, just by putting them in the crafting bench. And this is like kind of a, there you go, kind of weird shape, hard to fit, but you just make the nuggets into the chains like so. And then, like so. And we're gonna have 3 left over. That's fine. And then with the chain, you can either do like that to get the light chain, or like that to get the heavy chain. And I think I want some heavy chain. We're gonna do 2. So I've got 8 of the heavy wrought iron chain. I don't know where we're gonna use them, but they're just really cool. Like, who doesn't want to use that somewhere? I don't know where we're gonna use it, but it's made, so now I can play with it. I can try it in a few places as we go. But my inventory's full of stuff. So I'm gonna toss down these 2 torches just to make a little bit more space in my inventory. No! Thank you. I don't want you on the side. There we go. Brought over the carpenter's blocks to, yeah, the lattice and the wrought iron chain. I kind of feel like I want to do something interesting with the floor here. But I think I need to be up here to do it, or at least to see it. Dang it. Just missed my jump. I think I can make this jump. No, maybe not. Maybe I just can't quite from there. Can I do it from here? Hi-ya! Ow. Okay, maybe stop trying to make that jump. It's a bad idea. What if I jump from this? No. Stop. Dang it. There we go. I've got a little platform to jump onto. I kind of want to make it interesting from the bottom and from the top, but I don't know if that's like going to be really difficult or what. Let's see. Let's just do this. Let's get out of my face. Let's find where the center is. Like so. Let's get this back. It's going to bug me. Like this. Alright. And then let's replace this one with one of these. Ah! This is not where I wanted that. Come here. Alright. Like that. Not sure what I think about that, but we'll try it for now. And then I'm gonna need another frickin' pick. That's crazy talk. Alright, let's do this. And then should I do it like this? No, dang it. Like that. I think that's interesting texturally. Let's do that. And then if I do full blocks there. And then maybe half slabs. Like that. Oh, dang it, need more slabs. There we go. Like that. And, oh, excuse me. Like that and that. And then can I do like that? Yeah. Maybe? Not sure. Okay. And then what can I do in the corners that's interesting? I'm liking it so far though. I think that's pretty cool. Once again, texturally. That's the key word there. If I just put this there, what does that look like? That's okay. It's not like the most interesting, but it's got some nice repetition of design though. So let's try doing this some more, and we're gonna need some more, not gray whack. We want some basalt stairs. Probably gonna need more than that, but it's fine. Crafting bench is right there. It's not like I have far to go. Although, oh, didn't break that time. Gonna need to make a new pick. There we go. that. Excuse me. Still didn't break. Oh. Really? I thought third time's the charm, maybe, but... What the heck, dude? Come on. There we go. And like that. There we go. Excuse me. The auto-filling of your hand when something runs out sometimes can be kind of annoying when it just replaces it with what it thinks you should take. It's like, I don't want that. That's not what I want in my hand right now. Here we go. So there's that, and then that, and that, and that. So we still need a way to get up here. We haven't figured that out, but I like that. That is really cool. That looks nice. I like the idea of being able to go underneath here and having that like interesting textural kind of design. Just gives it a little bit of interest without, you know, having to go crazy. And up here, you know, it doesn't really look that interesting. Could probably swap out, dang it, let's just do that. There we go. If we swap out the corners, no, I still don't, like, so I could do that, but that doesn't do much, and it would be annoying to walk in. There are ways that you can make floors that are walk-on-able, specifically with like stairs and doing little zigzags like that, and then you don't fall in it, but it gives it interest. But I kind of prefer having this on the bottom rather than on the top. I like it. Still not sure about those corners though. I might replace that with something else. Alright, so let's see here. Still not sure about these. I think I might change these to be more, like, change these to be full blocks. Man, those flew fast and far. Thank you. If I... Alright. Let's do this. And let's chuck that in there. And get some sticks. There we go. Alright. Put this like that. It's so much more... Ugh. Can I... No, I can't use the chisel on it to change it. I could use... I'm just gonna go... I'm gonna stick with what I had. I like it. It looks good. Maybe not perfect, but so far so good, basically. Let's do that, and then... Ugh, it's getting dark again! Again! I'm so done with it being dark. Alright. I'm liking what we've got so far. It's definitely a long ways from being done, but we kind of have inspiration for where the rest of it is going to go. We've got a bunch of the blocks that we need. I think we're doing alright. So I'm going to sleep off the night and cut that off here for today. I hope everyone has enjoyed, and I will see you on the next episode.